The man they call Dangote, if you know so well about that man, you should be scared of him. Dangote is the striker. If they tell you that Dangote uses money to build fuel, to build refinery, something is wrong with your head. If they tell you that the whole money Dangote have, the richest black man, blah blah, he owns this, own that, go and check your head. Something is wrong with it. Dangote is like a front where the North is using. Dangote is a front that the North is using to accumulate the wealth of the North. If you know Dangote very well, Dangote is the most diabolic human being on earth. I'm not saying so because I'm not informed. I'm saying so because I'm well informed. Very, very informed. I just finished speaking with somebody who worked with NNPC Warri. I just finished speaking with him. I asked him a very simple question. I said, please tell me and school me like a primary school child, one who does not know anything. I asked him one question. I said, right now, as me and you they talk, can NNPC Warri refine fuel? He said there's nothing wrong with the refinery. Nothing. That they shut the refinery down deliberately so that those importing can import and make bastard profit on importation of fuel. Right now, as we speak, the price of fuel, no matter whether they remove subsidy or whether they are importing it or they are not importing it, we are not supposed to be buying fuel, a liter of fuel more than 250 naira or more than 200, at most 300, but that's bad. But we have people. Let me tell you what money does. Let me tell you the money that you don't expect. When you get a size of money you don't expect, look, you'll be wishing that poor people die. There's a kind of money you have. When you see poor people, you start hating them. When you are driving a big car, wait, let me talk slowly. When you are driving a big car on the road and you see a poor man's vehicle, you'll be wishing that trailer crush that road away so that only cars like yours and other people that have the same car like yours could be on the road. There's a type of riches that make you think that way. There's a type of wealth that make you believe that way. There's a type of wealth when you go into poor people, you see their houses. In fact, if a poor man comes to your office, he or she irritates you and you want the person out of your office. There's a type of riches that makes you become like that. And the amount of crude oil we have and the refineries we have is enough to refine what we will have and still export our crude oil. Warri refinery and Port Harcourt refinery can refine all the fuel we need. But what? You see, the first plan of the cabal in the north is to ensure that Southerners do not produce as many billionaires. Let me tell you, we have billionaires in the north that are just billionaires without expertise. I know of one that is late. That one I know that's late. I know him one-on-one. Mederibe. He can't even write his name. He can't spell his name. He doesn't even know how to write his name. How did he make his money? And most of the billionaires, let me tell you how they make their name. How they make their money. Let's say I am a poor man. I am an illiterate. All I need to do is just to get somebody in government that has the power to sign contract. I go and meet him, whether I know how to do it or I don't know how to do it, he just give me the contract. The moment I get it, I now have the paper. I will go and look for somebody who knows how to do it and tell the person, okay, give my share, give my share. By the time, eventually, by the time it trickles down, you see sometimes government will sign a contract. By the time it gets to the real person that will do the contract, it has passed close to 4 or 5 hands, and each hand will get their profit. That way, the money is now left for the contract will not be enough to complete the contract. This is why you have substandard work. When they want to do road, you see the roads after 6 months, potholes are now appearing. But the original money signed for that road is for how they call that road where they put not be nylon tie, where they first put stones. There's they first put stone, put layers. In the old age, I don't even forget. So monies are, but you see these things are done. So Dangote, the first thing Dangote now, because before I'm going to talk about Ibeto Cement, it's not as if I'm just laying a foundation, so I know where I'm coming from. I like laying foundation too, so that when I drop my point, it will sink very well. Dangote doesn't trade on spare parts. Dangote doesn't trade on generators. Dangote doesn't trade on light bulb. Dangote trades on basic needs: sugar, salt, gari, things that our daily needs. Our daily needs. The best way to render a community subservient is to make them hungry and dependent on you. If you take all the things that Dangote has and in control of, basically Dangote seems to own Nigeria. If I think of these things, I will wish they line up all the politicians in the south, both Yoruba, both Igbo politicians, both South politicians, and flog them until their yansh pee. While we think about me, these people are uniting and grabbing everything the South has. And because we lack this ability to see what will happen in 10 years, what will happen in 20 years, what will happen in 30 years, what will happen in 50 years, a time will come, everything that is in the South will belong to the North. All we just have is just a room that we are paying rent for. Everything, it's already, they are almost, I think they are even there, they are already there. Our oil that is in the South is no longer our own. It is being controlled by the South, and they are now building a refinery. They call it Dangote refinery. It's not Dangote refinery. That word Dangote, just replace it with Northern. So if you say, instead of saying Dangote refinery, just say Northern refineries. Ibeto Cement was a company in Nigeria that operated up to 2007. Up to 2007. Now, will it surprise you? Will it surprise you that there's really no big deal in cement? There's no big. The chief component of cement is 80% limestone and 20% clay. Clay where they disturb people for east. Let's take a bag of cement now. A bag of cement is 20 kilogram. 50 kilo, abi? Yeah. 50 kilogram. And they say 20% of cement is clay. Sansan, just clay. I want to tell you how you are being robbed with all the school that you Southerners go. You say, hey, we go school. The North is illiterate. The North not go school. The North too, I beg. But they are smart. Let me tell you the truth. A bag of cement, even dollar exchanges for 50,000 naira. A bag of cement is not supposed to be more than 2,000 naira now. Now as it is, it's not supposed to be more than 2,000 naira. The first time Ibeto Cement came, twice Ibeto Cement crashed the price of Dangote Cement. And Dangote took Ibeto to court, citing instances. But the truth is that Dangote wanted to have monopoly of cement. Dangote also fought with Boa. Boas, in fact, I was seeing Boas Cement in Edo State. I thought it was owned by Southern. I never knew that it was still owned by Northerners. There was a time there was a heavy fight between Dangote and Boas Cement. That was why I said the man they call Dangote, a lot of you see him as a businessman, one who does business and knows the secret of business, how to become successful in business. Look, if any Igbo man gets half of the advantage that Dangote gets from government, that man will surpass Dangote in 2 years. Anybody can become Dangote if he gets the same advantage, the same pampering that government pampers him. Anybody can become Dangote. So there's nothing special about Dangote. Nothing special about him at all. My only problem with my people from the south is that when something is happening to one, it appears as if it is his own problem. In the northern man's mind, they have this connection. They are bounded by region. They are not bounded by tribe. The southerners, we mumu too much. Mumu not too much. I've lived in the north now for close to almost 58 years now. I can see the way they are seeing you. I can see it because I'm here. I can see it. You are like the buffalo. You have all the advantages, but you don't use it for your own advantage. So because you don't know how to use it to your advantage, let me exploit it. How can somebody come from that side, enter you? They are taking your oil well. They own all the oil well. They own everything. They own everything. Everything they own, and yet you are doing nothing. They discovered gold in Zamfara. No southern man can go there and own any place to mine anything. They will buy you. As in they get liver to come your place, collect your own. Why you say not get liver, go they collect your own? You think if the northerners had owned this oil, no southern man self go buy 1 gallon. No southern man self go, even black market filling station, southern man no go get them. You won't get it. So cement where they, so there's no big deal about cement. Cement never supposed reach 2,000 naira self. Na mud poto make a poto where you no get use. Now be the chief component of cement. So these people, this Dangote and Boa cement, they are ripping up. They are making. That's my children say bastard. They just make bastard money. That's not just unnecessary money. I can assure you that if Ibeto cement comes back, I'm sure he can bring his cement down to 3,000 naira. They don't want it. Look at what though I've made a video on this man in Abia State. It tells you that all these things they are calling problems, they are not there. They are just artificial problems. Because as long as they sustain these problems, giving them suitable narratives, it becomes open for them to steal and eat. Because we are greedy. As Southerners, we are greedy, we are selfish, and we are wicked to one another. When your brother is falling, you go to celebrate. If I can't have it, he too should not have it. How do you explain? Imagine if it was one northerner that was rigged out of election. The bloods and the dogs and the baboons will be soaked in blood, according to Buhari. Imagine if it was Tinubu that was rigged out. Yeah, you know say for no happen. But Peter Obi was rigged out openly, glaringly. Koro was rigged out. What did the politicians in the southeast do? Nobody said anything. Well, since I didn't have it, no problem. If I don't get Senate president, blame Peter Obi. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? So as at that time, the Senate president that the Igbos want, because you are looking at your own ambition, not the ambition of an entire region. Imagine if as at the time the election were counting, Rochas makes a statement that look, if this election is rigged, the Hausa man can say that the dogs and the baboons will be soaked in blood, but the Igbo man cannot say it. Imagine if Rochas said that if this election is rigged, this country will not know peace. Or the strength that Orjus Okalu used to cry in the Senate, he used it to say that if this election is rigged, whether the Senate president, whether the presidency, this country will know no peace. Imagine if that was the cohesion. And at a point in time that the rest of the countries didn't look at Igbo, Yamiri, or this, they wanted to vote for one Igbo son. Do you think this thing at least small fear for day? If they know they fear, they will not announce the result for midnight. They are afraid. Don't be fooled by the seeming invisibility that they display. They are not invisible. They are as they are as fearful as anybody. It's just that they are behaving like the lions in the midst of the buffaloes.
Thanks for watching. Bye.